Welcome back, guys. Is this mic on? I think she is. Welcome back to another Get Ready With Me video. Drink of the day in the classic cup is a juice. It looks disgusting, but it has carrots, my hair, cucumber, celery, apple, ginger, lemon, and turmeric. On that health kick. Not actually. I just like drinking juices when I the foods that I ate yesterday, every single one of them was either fried or just not good for me. So I feel like I need to do a cleanse. A juice cleanse. I'm going to try to not, as I tuck my hair behind my ears, edit it. And like normally I'll edit out some pauses and stuff. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Does my hair look red to you guys? Oh my God. No. What's throwing off red light right now? Okay, anyways, we'll deal with that later. One crisis a day. Yeah, I feel like you guys are gonna have to deal with the pauses. Just kidding. But I like natural pauses. I think they're, when you're not even, like, 'cause I know a lot of people just put these on and do other things, which I love. And I love you guys telling me what you're doing. Like someone DM me and they're like, I love painting to your videos. I'm like, oh my God. The fact that you guys are talented people and you like choose to watch my videos is very nice to hear. Anyway, so this is going to be probably a long one. Well, we'll see. Well, I have no idea how it's going to be. Of course not. Okay. If you can't tell, I'm in quite a low energy mood, which is probably new to some of you. And I might perk up in the oh my God, ew! I did this and I remember being like, I have to remember to remove that before I start filming, and I didn't. My dab, if you guys don't know, I always have a dab on me. It's like a little folded piece of Kleenex because they don't really do it anymore, but a few years ago my eyes would run profusely like crazy. And I don't know what it was, but anyways, it's like I put it here because I don't have any pockets in this freaking outfit. And anyways, so take that out of my bra. Remember when you would put like straight up cash and your ID in your bra and just like go to the bar? Yeah, I do too. I don't even know if I want to do foundation. Yes, I will. That took long to decide. It's 2:00 and I was like, I don't even know if I'm going to film this today. I woke up with every intention filming it and I'm like, I'm not really like high energy. I don't know if people will like it, but you never know till you try, right? So we'll see if you guys like this or not. What did I do today already? I've been trying to get up earlier and be like a productive person in the mornings. My morning is like 10, like if I'm out of bed at 10 a.m., that's good for me. So, I need to stop saying I want and I wish to things that are in my, like, I'm able to control them. Like I was about to be like, I want a better sleep schedule. Okay, then work on your sleep schedule. You know what I mean? You can't just like wish what you want. Like you can't just wish for what you want and then not put any work into it. I wish. Okay, so then how do I say it? I will have a better sleep schedule. I don't know, but I want to go to bed. I want to be in bed at 10. Like I want my teeth brushed, face washed, face routine, nighttime skincare routine done at 9 or 10 o'clock. I want to be in bed, maybe like, I'm not going to be this unrealistic and say reading because like one step at a time, probably watching YouTube videos in my bed. And I want to go to bed at 11 p.m. every night. And I want to wake up without an alarm at 8. Is that too much to ask for? Not too much to ask for. It's what I want. And I'm trying to do it. Yesterday I went to bed at 1:30. You know, not what I want, but I also had a coffee kind of late in the day. Why did I go to bed so late last night? It's because I'm really good at convincing myself that like time doesn't exist. And like who cares? Because it's not like I sleep really well. That's one thing I've never had to deal with is like insomnia or not being able to sleep. So I always sleep like 7 to 9 hours, I'll say. So staying up late I know I can just sleep in to get my sleep schedule, regulated and not, so I'm not super exhausted. But that's just really bad. Like, guys, I need a fucking job. I need to treat this that I wake up every day and like 9 a.m. I'm ready to work. I'm ready to film something, but then that's not fun. Oh my God, the gel that I use on my eyebrows is still all over my face and it's just chunking up this foundation. I really need to figure out a summer foundation routine that doesn't involve me putting this all over my face because I just don't want to be wearing this much makeup when it's hot outside. But don't worry, guys. We are far from that because as I look out my window, it's snowing right now. I don't know if it's snow or hail, but I'm pretty sure it's snow. It snowed all day yesterday, like snow stuck on the ground. I'm going to film this on my phone and maybe I'll put this in, maybe I won't, but like, no, I won't. Do you guys care? I said I wasn't going to edit, so I can't even cut that out. Ugh, it looks pathetic on the phone. Just believe me that it's blizzarding right now. So I have questions that you guys asked me. Oh my God, we're already 6 minutes in. Okay. I have questions. I always need to remind myself that like people who watch these videos want to watch them. And if like, you know what I mean? If you want to watch this video and you want to hear me ramble and talk, then you're going to watch it. So who cares how long I've been talking for? I asked questions on my last one, a video that was called Bad Dates and Other Rants, I think, or something like that. And I have all your questions now. So I'm going to try to answer them. We all know how that went last time. I'm pretty sure couldn't word what I was going to say, like what's happening right now. Okay, well, let's try. I also wrote down everyone's names, but like a lot of your guys' names are random letters and words put together, but we'll try. So the first one is from May Boo. And you said, do you have any strange irrational phobias or fears? And yes, I do. I mean, doesn't everyone? My biggest fear in life, well, at the moment, I'm sure it changes. I'm sure if you asked me this when I was like 16, I'd be like, Chucky. Because I don't like dolls in general, but I'm kind of over it now. My biggest fear is the ocean. You guys, no. Not only do I not like anything about the ocean, like this can be a whole other video, but like the sun, no. The salt, no. The sand, no. But the depths, the Mariana's Trench and not the band that I love, no. It scares the shit out of me. One of my irrational fears is like that scene, not like this is irrational because it's never going to happen to me. But the scene in Aladdin when, I don't know who does it, like Jafar's men tie a cannonball to Aladdin's foot and like toss him over the cliff and he sinks to the bottom of that's my biggest fear, that I'm somewhere in the middle, like the deepest part of the ocean, and someone ties something heavy to my foot and drops me in the ocean. And oh my God, now that I'm saying this, I'm like, what if there's a weirdo that's going to do this to me? No, let's not manifest that. And just sinking to the bottom of the ocean. Anyways, I'm going to stop talking about this because it's scaring me. That's my biggest fear. I also watched something last night, you guys, on TikTok. And you know when you watch something and you're like, wow, that's going to stay with me for the rest of my life. Like, that's really going to traumatize me for as long as I live. I wish I didn't watch it at night. Oh my God, my hands are dry. Jesus. Okay. It was a clip. Sorry, I feel like my mouth is really like wet. That's so gross to say just because I'm drinking liquids. It was a clip from a French horror movie called The Ballerina, I'm pretty sure. I didn't read too closely because I was like, I can't. And I didn't even know this concept existed until let me see if it's called The Ballerina. And see, now I'm going to scare myself. I told myself last night, I'm like, don't Google it, forget it. Ballerina horror movie. Oh my God, it is. It's called The Ballerina. Oh, it's a short horror film. Should I watch it? It's 7 minutes long. No. Oh my God, should I watch it? I watched like a 13-second clip last night and it almost kept me up. It's similar apparently to Black Swan. I've never seen Black Swan. But the concept that I was like, this is now the scariest thing that I've ever heard about was she is a ballerina, and the scene that I saw, she was like practicing in the dance studio or whatever, and her her reflection in the mirror glitched. Like she was like looking at herself in the mirror, and everything was going, her reflection was mimicking everything she was doing, and then she like pretended to walk away and jump back, and her reflection was like it was too late. Like the person in her reflection copying her was too late to jump, so you see her like jump, and then I'm probably explaining it so badly, but I mean it's 7 minutes. If you guys like scary movies, watch it and let me know how it goes. But no, and then just the thought of like looking at yourself in the mirror and the person in the mirror doing something different than you. Yeah, so I stayed away from mirrors last night. I wasn't able to look in any. Me brushing my teeth, I'm like. Anyways, when I do these videos, I always forget what I'm doing. But I'm not going anywhere, obviously. Like, we're in a stay-at-home order, so I might film something after this, but the sirens, it's like, how long can they go on for, Next question. Steffi says, what are your favorite online stores? I love your fashion and decorations. Thank you. Okay, honestly, a lot of the stuff I got, almost everything I got in my apartment is from Facebook Marketplace or the thrift store, because I changed my stuff up so much that I can't, like, the big thing, like my couch, obviously, like big things I bought from, oh my God, IKEA. I was going to say furniture stores, IKEA. I got one of these from IKEA, the other one from Facebook Marketplace. I don't know. It's like I go through my whole apartment right now. As for clothing, I'm kind of transitioning, or I'm trying to. And you guys, if you watch my going out video, I'm going to be doing a video on redoing my closet. I swear that same siren's been on for so long. And like, obviously they're driving. I take it personally offensive. No, hopefully they're helping someone. I'm going to do a video going through my closet because I feel like I have no clothes that I can wear. And yeah, so the clothes that I have been buying recently are kind of just like good quality basics, like nothing exciting. I've unfortunately been very much into Revolve. It's quite expensive, but they just have really well-made basic like t-shirts, and I want a capsule wardrobe so bad. So that's it. And randomly I buy all my jeans at American Eagle. Like they have the best jeans for tall people. And I posted this on TikTok, and apparently there's a lot of places that have tall jeans. But like, you guys, does anyone, let me know right now and be honest, like if you're like 5'2" and 110 pounds, like, okay, of course you fit into this, but who fits into Zara jeans? Anyone that's not like a model type? There's no stretch. There's no like room for any kind of curve. They look amazing on people who are just like, but there's no stretch. Like they would be the best jeans for tall people because they're super tall if they had a little bit of stretch. Like I don't want the pancake butt. No. So I've always had good luck with American Eagle. So random. Next question. Twidwid says, what's the scariest situation you've ever been in? The first one that comes to mind, I'm going to powder my face. I kind of just want to do like natural makeup. The first thing that comes to mind is in 2018, my family and I went to India for a wedding. My cousin got married, and my mom, my dad, and I all have, like, I'm sure if I asked my parents what their scariest, well, no, I mean, they live like 40 years more than me, 30, but I'm sure if I asked them, this would come to their mind too, because it was legit the scariest thing any of us have ever been in. So we went to India. The wedding was in Mumbai, and we flew to, oh my God, is it a city called Jaipur? And the flights, anyways, when we were flying back to go home, we had to fly back to Mumbai, obviously the international airport. And the flight that we took was like a random, I'm not going to say random, but it was like a domestic airline. Is that what it's called? It's not like a big airline. It's like, one of their domestic airlines, like small smaller airlines. Budget airline is what I'm looking for. It was a budget airline. And we were there in monsoon season, and I've never been scared of flying. Like, obviously in the moment, if something's happening, I'm not having a good time. To be honest, turbulence doesn't bother me because I have it in my brain that like planes don't go down from turbulence. So when there's turbulence, all I'm thinking of like is, wow, this plane's doing a really good job of like, you know, balancing it or whatever. Me in the cockpit, you guys are doing a really good job at balancing the plane right now. Like, go off, kings and queens, whoever's in the cockpit. Anyways, we're in a flight to going from Jaipur to India, and we're in the last row. Doesn't matter, but I've never thought a plane was going to go down more. It was like dropping. Things were going all over the place, like cups and things were, because it was just like swerving. And the scariest part was that I was with my family, and like especially if I'm in a plane by myself, I'm not scared of going down, because the worst thing, and this is again, like I'm bringing up my biggest fears, but anyways, the worst thing would be being in a, I don't even like talking about this. The worst thing about being in a plane crash with your family is like looking into their eyes. I don't even like saying that. And like knowing the plane's going down. Oh my God, am I gonna cry right now? Stop. Anyways, obviously it was fine. Nothing happened, but so we were in the plane together. No one else on the plane, like no one was in seatbelts. People were looking at us laughing, not laughing, but like there was this one man who kept like looking at us smiling. In his head, he's probably like, oh, you guys must be new here, because if maybe this is their normal airline, you know, how it works. But I was in between my mom and my dad was white knuckling the whole thing. Like when you see like your father scared of dying. So when I saw him freaking out, he wasn't freaking out. But I can tell he was like, oh my God, we're gonna die. Anyways, it was the scariest. Like I almost wanted to, I think we clapped when the plane landed. Like, and we're not those white people. So we were very relieved. I think it was like an hour flight, but it was the scariest flight in my life. And also it was a domestic airline. So my mom and I both, when we got off the plane, because at the moment we're not talking about how scared we are. We're just kind of like 40 minutes left. You know what I mean? And my mom and I both were talking about how all that was flashing in my head is an article, like a news headline being like 3 Canadians like dead or something, because that's all I saw was that headline. Anyways, so that's the scariest thing that I've ever been in. And, you know, it hasn't stopped me. Like I've been on many flights since. I'm not scared of flying, but I feel definitely much comfortable when I'm in like a commercial airline. Not even what it's called, but like a big, you know, Air Canada, the only one in Canada other than WestJet. Anyway, so that's the scariest thing I've ever been, scariest situation I've ever been in. Well, I'm sure that's what's come to mind. I'm sure there's many other things. Love Salam, I hope I'm saying that right, Selam, says, how was doing stand-up for the first time? It seems scary. Okay, so when I was 18 years old and I moved to Toronto, I moved to the big city. I made a bucket list that I wanted to do when I was 25, and it had a bunch of random things on it, and stand-up was the last thing on the list. And when I moved into this apartment, I was 25, and I'm looking through all my old stuff, and I found my old bucket list, which like so embarrassing. I should have burnt it, but I still have it to this day. And everything was crossed off from the few years that I was doing it, and the only one that wasn't was stand-up. So that night, pause for drink. That night I went out and did stand-up. No. So that night I went online and I found a stand-up comedy course that they were offering. It was female only. It was in Toronto at a comedy bar. And I signed up for it. It was very expensive. And it was one of the only things I've ever purchased for myself to like, other than school, you know, like I've been out of school for so long now, and it felt good to like do it. Anyways, I forgot what I'm saying now, but I said I wasn't going to edit this, so I won't. I was talking about, you're all yelling at the screen of what I was saying. Stand up. Oh yeah, so I signed up for this course and I went, I think it was like a 12-week course or something. And I went every week to class, and basically it was like at the Comedy Bar, and you go into class and she gives you prompts and, pardon me, I just burped. She gives you techniques, not techniques, but like things, basically homework to do during the week, and then you meet up in class, and every class you stood on stage and you did your shitty stand-up set. And it was the scariest things one of the scariest things I had to do. I should have said that instead of the plane crash, so I didn't have to cry. Oh my God. But yeah, it was the most rewarding thing. Also, the course was pretty brutal. Like, the teacher wasn't the best at all, but I was in the mindset of like, I'm paying for this course. Like, I'm choosing to be here. So she was very like aggressive, and a lot, like probably 60% of the people dropped out. But I had a great time. I recommend it to people. And at the end of that, we did like a recital show. So that was like technically my first time doing stand-up, but then again, it was all like the family and friends of people who were like in the stand-up course. So of course no one's gonna like boo you. Everyone's so supportive. And then, yeah, so that's how I started. I would definitely recommend doing a course because it really teaches you how to write a joke for stand-up. Like, there is such a difference between saying a joke like in a sentence and being able to write a joke for stand-up. So yeah, it was really a good experience. I'm really happy I did it. And I was just proud of myself for putting myself out there. Like, to this day, stand-up is one of the scariest things I've had to do, other than the plane crash. Not crash, why did I say that? Other than the plane incident. But it's super rewarding. Like, after, I don't do a lot of drugs, guys, but after some of the stand-up courses, or some of the stand-up shows that I did, I felt like, I don't know what it feels to be on like something like meth, or I don't know, what's like a drug that people like. I was flying with endorphins, and just like, it is the most amazing feeling afterwards. So that's how I got into it. Maya 1125 says, what's your high and low of this week? Oh my God, I love it. It's like roses and thorns. If you guys used to do roses and thorns, I was a camp counselor, so obviously that's my vibe. My high of this week was probably making and posting the going out video. I had so much fun making that video, and it really like made me see how much I've evolved in the past year, and that I'm happy that I'm not the person I was in 2019, because what a sad life, or not sad life, but like, if I was the exact same person I was a year and a half ago, 2 years, it's freaking 2021. Wow. Be pretty brutal. Like I said before, I like change, and I think change is like a good thing and necessary. So it's not like I'm never going to go out for the rest of my life, but I'm just happy that when I do now, I'm going to be more comfortable and, everything. And the low of my week, oh my God. Oh, I'm even embarrassed to say this. Wait. What am I doing? Okay, blush. The low of this week is, I'm holding myself accountable, you guys. I was snappy to a customer service agent a few days ago, and I literally haven't been able to stop thinking about it since. And this is literally one of the things I would go to therapy for, because I hold on to this kind of stuff, and like, it's so easy to be upset at like someone and like it's like literally the don't shoot the messenger. I was dealing with this super frustrating thing, and this woman was so nice, but she was not giving me the answer I wanted. And it was like, in the end, she agreed. She's like, yeah, this policy doesn't make sense, but like, whatever. And I was rude to her, and she put me on hold to like figure something out. And she put like, I was laughing because she put like the most calming zen. At first it was like rock music when I was initially on hold, and then when she put me on hold again, it was like this calming rock, or this calming zen music. And I'm like, they definitely are taught in customer service, like when someone's upset, to put on this music. Anyways, when she came back, I apologized so much. I'm like, it's just nothing to do with you. You've been nothing but helpful. And I apologize for like being rude or snappy, because like literally you're just doing your job. And then I did like the online review and whatever. I gave her 10 stars or 5 stars, sorry. But yeah, I am mad at myself that I did that. And like, I need to get over it, because we were like talking and friends at the end of it, but I was rude. So that was the worst part of my week. I'm having a pretty good week if that's the worst. Absolutely not said, would you ever film an ASMR video? Sometimes watching your videos, your voice movements make me think you'd be great at it. Wow, I mean, I'll take that as a compliment. I love ASMR videos so much. So much. My ASMR videos that I like are the page turning ones, like magazine flipping or like coupon flipping. The feeling of like, I don't have paper anywhere near me, but the feeling of like, no, I'm not gonna be able to do it. Paper like squeezing between fingers and then you're turning. Oh my god, I love that. But I feel like I'm too annoying for ASMR. I'd be like doing something and then I'd be like, yeah. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys like ASMR? Megan Goffey, I don't know if I'm saying that right, says, what are your boundaries when it comes to fan behavior? Well, first of all, it's weird to say fans. Like, I feel like you guys are just people that relate to me and like we'd all be friends in real life. So it's weird to think of you guys as fans, but I haven't really thought about boundaries. Like, I'm obviously happy to talk. I mean, it's like normal stuff. Like, obviously you're not going to come to my house. You know what I mean? Obviously. I love talking to you guys on DMs. I feel like when you get bigger, like I can already see, I love talking to you guys in DMs, and I can already see in like, if I ever grow, when my channel grows, people being like, she never responds anymore, blah, blah. But like, obviously you guys have to understand that it's a lot. Even like when I respond to DMs, like I respond to like 60 DMs one night and I just like sat down like with my glass of wine and respond to all you guys and it was great. But it takes a lot of time to like, cause I genuinely want to like talk to you guys and hear what you have to say and like whatever. So I think like the boundaries, you guys know, like you're already really cool with not stepping over boundaries. Small Goblin says, what's your favorite Disney Channel original movie? I don't even know what is classified. Are like every Disney movie original movies? I would say Lizzie McGuire movie is amazing. Okay, Read It and Weep for some reason slaps. Halloween Town, all the High School Musical movies. Yeah, I don't know. I love Disney movies. I'm on my friend's Disney Plus account. Shout out Sydney. And normally I cut out my eyebrow part, but let's just sit in silence for a sec. Or just skip through this. Totally fine too. Why do you do what you do to me, baby? We're doing a very natural look. Natural look. Do 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 do. Ta-da! You know, if I could. I actually haven't seen Josie and the Pussycats in so long. Maybe I should watch that tonight. I was thinking about this. You know how Netflix does like, I don't know what it's called, but you can watch a movie with people? Like you can watch it and when you pause it, they pause it or whatever. I don't know. I've never done it before. But how fun would it be if we could all watch a movie together? Wouldn't that be so fun? I don't know if you have to be on webcam. I don't know how it works. I also feel like there's no way I could do it with like more than one person, but that would be so fun. We could watch Josie and the Pussycats together and sing along. I wish I looked like one of them. I would love to. Oh my god, I do all three for Halloween, like Michael Scott when you had the head here. Which one would I be? Obviously Josie. Obviously. Rachel Lee Cook. You said the biggest crush on her. Women Crush Wednesday. I just thought she was beautiful. Especially in that movie. Okay, classic. This eyebrow isn't working. Okay. Sure, I'm overdoing it, so we're just gonna leave it at that. Next question. Fletcher says, thoughts on astrology. Oh, I love astrology. I'm very aware that it's not the end all be all. Whoops. But I really like looking into it. Like I love learning about people's signs, and I've definitely like there's signs that I have some thoughts towards. But it's not like I would never be like, oh, that guy's an Aquarius, because that's not the worst. I would never be like, that guy's an Aquarius. I shouldn't say the worst. It just isn't compatible to me. I would never not go on a date with a guy because of his sign, or vice versa. Like I wouldn't not be friends with someone because of their sign. I'll be aware of it. I'll have a little bit of, my awareness up. But yeah, I love everything to do with astrology. It's my sign. I think some of you guys know already, but I'm a Sagittarius. Wait, I should have said I'm in my prime. Optimist. Sagittarius. So I'm an optimist. And I not unfortunately, obviously I'm so biased to be like, I love Sagittarius, but I'm a 6-time Sag in my chart. The first 6 things of my chart is Sagittarius. So I'm through and through, and my rising, I always get this wrong. My rising is a Gemini. So that's a little chaotic. I find I get along best with, a lot of my friends are Libras and Leos, and yeah, I like them all. There's a few that I'm like, but I feel like it's just from certain experiences with those people that I can't generalize based on my experiences, I mean, I can, but I'll try not to. But some highlighter on. I haven't done that in so long. Do you guys know Becca's going out of business? I'm like, I don't know what's going on with them. I'd love to know the story. But Becca highlighters, like also Jaclyn Hill and Becca were like invented. Oh, that wasn't good. Maybe that's why. No, I'm just kidding. It was my application. They invented highlighter, I think. In my head they did. Because she came out with like the champagne pop. And it like, I totally have a few of their products. I have the color corrector that I use all the time is Becca. Like there's so many good cult favorite products, and they're going out of business. Like I don't know if they're bankrupt, but they're gone. I mean, not yet, but So if you guys have products that you love by them, you should stock up, because they ain't going nowhere. Well, they're going. Anyways. Okay, next question. Next question is from Vanessa Ballesteros. Ooh, that's a fun name. Dream and Nightmare Blunt Rotation. Oh my god, love this. Okay, we'll start with Dream Rotation. Okay, Seth Rogen, obviously, because he's gonna supply his houseplant weed, and I just think he would be really fun to smoke with. Tom Hanks, Chet Hanks. Okay, that's 3, and I don't need an explanation for those 2. Obviously, anyone wants to smoke with Tom and Chet. And last one, we need a girl. Devin Lee Carlson. No questions asked, Devin Lee Carlson. I feel like she'd be the one that, I'm obsessed with her, by the way. Obviously, everyone is, because she's the best. But I feel like she'd be the girl that, like, if she, like, saw that I was, like, too high or something, or, like, uncomfortable, she'd be like, we should go to the bathroom. Or, like, you know what I mean? Or, like, this is so psycho that I'm talking to her like this. But, or, yeah, like, she just, for the girls. Like, I could be, like, I'm really high, and she'd, like, take me home. It's so funny that I think about her like this. Anyways, love you, Dev. She just seems like a girl's girl. Love her. Oh, Nightmare Blunt Rotation. Okay. when I read that, the first thing that came to mind was that creepy guy that like cuts off their hair or rips off their hair in Charlie's Angels. Like, I don't even know what his name is, but you guys know that guy. Matthew McConaughey, for some reason, is on my nightmare blunt rotation list because I feel like he's the kind of guy to, like, one, hog it, and two, like, make fun of you if you're super high. You know what I mean? I just get that vibe. I think he's a great actor. I just think he's a little bit, like, can't you just see him kind of leaning back, like, smoking it all and, like, not passing it? I don't know. I need 4. Kendall Jenner. No explanation need. I just feel like she wouldn't be chill, and I feel like we wouldn't vibe. And, okay, it's so easy to be obvious, like, Trump, or, you know, whatever, those freaking people, but I'm trying to be more specific. Matthew Morrison. I don't even like thinking about that. Who would I say? The guy from Charlie's Angels, Matthew McConaughey, Kendall Jenner, and Matthew Morrison. Matthew Morrison he'd be like, I can drive you home. I'm okay, Matt. Please. So that's my dream and nightmare blunt rotation. Steffi asked, there's 2 Steffies. Advice for going into comedy. Okay, wait. I know this, Steffi, because I've DM'd you before, and I know that you live in California. So my advice to you is California is like the epicenter. Is that the right word? Epcot of comedy. Oh my God, I haven't been drinking my juice. Okay, let me take a break. So if you want to be in comedy, I feel like LA is the best place to be. I don't know what it's like with COVID measures, but a lot of the comedians that I listen to, their podcasts and stuff, a lot of them got their start, or they're in the industry by working at like all those really famous comedy clubs, like Laugh Factory and Comedy Corner, or I forgot what they're called. Oh, Comedy Store. Even working door or something like that, a lot of people, and I don't know if that's like old fashioned, but a lot of people I listen to got their ins that way, like Bobby Lee and stuff. Also, like, working as a PA on any kind of set, just to get your foot in the door. Or also, it's the age of social media. Like, if you want to be your own creator and write your own sketches and, you know, do that, dude, there's an outlet for that too. So, 3 good I just held this up and said 3 good options. Okay, next question. Whoops. Tracy Crosby said, if you were on My Strange Addiction, what would it be for? Uh-oh. It's a good question. Pardon me. I'm tempted to say Kinder Surprises. Like, you guys don't know this about me, but I don't have it easily accessible anymore. But I have like a vault of Kinder Surprise toys. I'm obsessed with Kinder chocolate. Kinder chocolate is my favorite. So good. Or Mormons. I'm kind of getting out of it, but I had a really weird obsession with Mormons. It was part of my stand-up set because like the joke was that like when I die, me and my friend have a deal that she's going to like completely destroy my computer because of the incriminating evidence on it, because I love watching Mormon YouTube family vloggers. And I do. And it's just so interesting to me because it's the complete opposite life of me. Complete opposite life. And it's also like kind of an ethics practice for my head, because I watch these families, and like this one family, they have like 6 kids. And once, like last year, like none of this matters, but like one of the kids broke his leg. And whenever I was dealing with problems, for some reason, my head can zoom out and go to Utah and see that family, and like this mom who has 6 kids, and like one of her kids broke her leg, and I'm like, at least I'm not dealing with that. Like, that's really how it makes me feel better. I'm like, at least I'm not a mom of 6 kids and one of their kids just broke their leg, and like all I have to deal with is myself. So I don't know, that's kind of like why I like watching them. A lot of people are like, why do you watch these? It's just interesting to me, and it makes me realize like how many lives there are in this world, and that I'm so nowhere near any of them. You know? I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, I need to do my eyeliner before I answer any more because I'm distracted. This eyeliner sucks. Like, I don't know if you're able to see this. This is like brand new. Okay, now it's working. Oh, there we go. Perfect. I do my eyeliner weird these days. I do like, I line the inner and outer corner and then do a wing with powder. Why do you do what you do to me, baby? Shaking my confidence, driving me crazy. You know, if I could, I'd do anything for you. Sure. Again, it's like, where are we going? Okay, I have one more question left, which is perfect timing. The last question is from Bianca with a 5 in the middle. Do you have a dream job? I do. But I think it's a loaded question because I've been having some job interviews, actually, XD. And the question, where do you want to be in 10 years, is like, what do they want you to say? I made a TikTok about this, but like, do you want me to be like the CEO of this company? Like, because I don't want to be here for 10 years. I think if you started a company and you're like, I want to be at this company for 10 years, that's like terrifying to me. Like where I want to be in 10 years, maybe I'm going to live in like Australia. Maybe I'm going to live in the middle of nowhere. Maybe I'm going to, you know what I mean? And I have no idea. So I don't like making plans that long, but it's going to have goals. So my goal, my dream job, I should say, is to be some kind of staff writer on a comedy show. That's the dream goal. And who knows, in like 3 weeks, maybe it'll change. That's totally fine, cool too. But at the moment, I'd love to do that. Or just like anything. It's so hard to say what's your dream job, because the second you start a job, you notice your eyes are open to all these other jobs. Like when I worked in production, you don't realize how many jobs there are to get a movie done or get a TV show done, or, you know, so even when I watch movies now, I love watching the credits, and it's like, I'll look at that, I'm like, I could do that job, it's like third AD, I'm like, I'd love to be a third AD, you know what I mean? So there's lots of, I want to be in production, and I want to be making content. I'm really good at being creative, me in a job interview, but I know myself, like I'm good at big picture, I'm not good at fine print. I'm really good at like coming up with ideas and being like, we should do this, and this is how we're going to do it, but then when it gets to doing the work, I'm like, you guys got this? That's just what I've learned about myself. Anyways. My mascara phase. I don't even know why I'm putting mascara on right now, but I look super pale in the camera, and I always need to avoid that because then I like pile on bronzer, and it's just not the vibe. Anyways, I'm gonna do my lips, my little yips, and that'll be it. Why do you do? My monstera is growing so much, you guys. I actually might have to cut it and propagate it, because I don't know how else to support it. It's going all the way up the wall. You can't see. My life's so hard. My plants just won't stop growing. Sometimes I think of doing these live so you guys can ask live questions, but the thought of it happening live also kind of scares me. I've mentioned that before. Ew. You know what? I'm doing a lip mask or a lip scrub. Mint julep. Oh, that hurts. Oh yeah, baby. Ta-da! I know you can eat it, but I don't like to eat it. Ooh. Not to add that this is expired. It's fine. I also had a question about what recipes I like, or if I have any favorite recipes. And I really want to film more cooking videos for you guys. Hear that in my throat? Because I love to cook and I do it every day, obviously. So why not just turn a camera on and do it together? Because I learned to cook watching my mom and other YouTube videos. So maybe I'll cook something tonight. I really appreciate you guys watching this. Like, honestly, 47 minutes on the clock apparently. And like, I feel so good after making these videos because it's like I didn't even realize how much I needed to talk about things until I talk about them. So thank you for just always being there to listen. I know it's a one-way street. But some people said they like that because it's like they don't have to, it's like having a conversation that they don't have to, what did they say? That they don't have to talk back. Like, you don't have to respond. Someone was like, I love watching these videos after I hang out with friends because like introverts know you can't even muster up a word. But it's nice to like have a one-sided conversation. And I am really good at having one-sided conversations. One-sided conversations. I'm trying to get this. Like, why is eyeliner this hard to get off my skin? Do not buy those Kat Von D liners, guys. Maybe now that Kat Von D isn't a part of the brand, they've changed the formula, so maybe don't listen to me, but they're not good. Okay, well, that's about it. So we are ready for the day. It's 3 o'clock. And I don't know what I'm going to do. Also, if you guys see me filming in this outfit again, mind your business. It's the same day. This isn't movie magic. Anyways, I'll see you guys in my next video. And thank you for watching. I love you so much and I appreciate you. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Oh, and I'm going to have another comment to collect all your questions in for the next time I film one of these. So make sure to ask all your questions there. Bye.